Hey y'all, so yes, I'm working right now, but I just had to stop and do this video because it's just it's frustrating, it's tiresome, it's just too much. And the fact that I had a conversation with my oldest son is just like, I need to make my boys, all my kids, be aware of what's going on in the world, because they don't watch the news. They don't, especially my boys, they don't have social media. They don't see these things. But before I go any further, I want to offer my condolences to George Floyd's family. Rest in peace to George Floyd, as well as Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor. All of these people, I don't even know how, going as far back, just whose lives have been taken senselessly, due to police brutality, due to just being discriminated because of the color of your skin, and people just assume and have all these thoughts about what type of person you are based on the color of your skin. So I've done all my little crying, and every time I happen to scroll on social media and I see the post, or I see things that are just happening that are unjust, just happening to people, especially now with the protest and all the looting, and it's heartbreaking that we had to go this far just for our voices to be heard, and they're still not even being heard. But this is just the first part of what has to be done in order to get some justice, because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Y'all don't understand how much I've seen and read, and it bothers me so much. And this is what made me pick up the camera, is because seeing everything with George Floyd, and me and my husband have been just talking about it, you know, every day, as far as what's going on, all the new findings, and they try to justify somebody's past after they've been killed like it was you know, it should have happened. He deserved it because he used to do this, that, and the other, or all this stuff. The man didn't commit a crime. He didn't do anything wrong. He was murdered in broad daylight. You can't justify nothing that those police did. Not one thing. And people bother me when they try to justify, oh well, maybe he was resisting, or maybe you don't know what happened before you saw this, or you don't know what happened before you didn't see the police cam, you didn't see this. Please quit talking to me, because people like that, you know, I'm one that don't try to go back and forth with people on social media, but it gets to a point where sometimes you can't help it. But this is ridiculous. But anyway, I was talking to TJ, and of course Talik, he comes up because he's a little nosy. But I was talking to TJ because TJ came up, and I was watching a video of some of the protests, and just somehow some people were being treated there, peacefully protesting at that, peacefully protesting. And the cops came and just started just doing all this stuff to make it not stay peaceful. And I start kind of, you know, tearing up. I'm very emotional. And TJ's like, Mom, why are you crying? And I'm just like, son, and I had to sit him down to tell him, because he sometimes he won't get it. And yes, he's 8 years old. He'll be 9 this month. But it's just like, I need him to know now, and I don't think it's too young for him to know this, because he's getting older. And also Talik needs to know this. They both know they are black boys, and me and their daddy have told them this, versus how dark you are or how light you are. You both are black boys, and there's certain things that you need to know as y'all get older that you're gonna have to deal with from the police, and even just people that feel a certain way about you. I had to show him some videos, and he got upset with some. He didn't understand the one I showed him of the Karen with the dog. He didn't understand at first, but when he saw the end of it, he was like, why is she screaming like somebody's really attacking her? I said, This is what happens around the world when it comes to black people. I wanted to let them both see stuff that happens every day to black people, and it's so disgusting. I get scared every day my husband leaves this house, and I pray for him every day he leaves this house, because one, he's a big black man. He doesn't look as friendly, even though he's sweet as ever. He does not look friendly. The police have messed with him just because of his car. They have messed with him just because they see him in the car and want to see, oh, well, he probably is not driving legally. He probably has something on him. Things have happened to him. Things have happened to my brothers. Things have happened to my cousins. Firsthand, involving the police. And they weren't in the wrong for anything. Thank God their lives were spared. But I'm going to say this too. If it wasn't for social media and camera phones, to this day, it'd probably be hundreds and thousands of more black people being killed by police that were getting away with these murders because they don't have any proof that it wasn't justified. I'm tired of seeing it. It bothers me. It makes me a nervous wreck. I'm already a worrier. And it just saddens me. And this is going to keep going on until there is some type of change. Yeah, one officer is in jail. The man that actually did commit the crime to George Floyd. He is in jail. And that was a little iffy at first with them pictures, but that's whatever. What about the other 3 officers? Are they locked up yet? They did the other autopsy. Clearly, he died from suffocation with a knee on his neck. Not all this other stuff people tried to say about him. It don't even matter if it was. Even just thinking about it. You see it so much, I go to sleep dreaming about it. It's insane. It's heartbreaking. It's sad. We are in 2020 and still putting up with this stuff. I don't know. I'm raising black boys. Not 1, not 2, it will be 3. And I have to give them certain talks, me and their father, for them to be prepared on how to interact with the law, so they don't end up being another George Floyd. It's just, yeah, and I'm not crying. My eyes just keep watering. And I will say I am happy to see people that are trying to help the cause, are trying to let people know that what's going on is not right, because it starts with them too, because it's more of their people that's doing this. And if you know what's going on is wrong, don't be scared to say it because you're scared of what your peers will say, of what your race will say, because you're going against the grain. Right is right, wrong is wrong, period. And unless you just have pure hatred in your heart and you could care less, other than that, you need to be speaking. Because maybe if you speak and get more people to speak, we can get a faster change and these things will stop. I just wanted to say some of that. I don't want to be on here too long because I see it's already going for a while. I might even edit some of this down because it's just irritating. So like I said, continue to post, continue to donate to any causes. I'm gonna see if I can find any links I'll put down in the bottom of the description. Just anything helps to try to get us steps further. All right, y'all, let me get back to work because they probably like, where am I at? Because I turned yellow. I'm not green no more because I've been talking so much. But All right, y'all. See y'all in the next vlog.